Okay, now I'm at home. So let's take a look at Citibank. Oh, first of all, you have this search. That's my way of putting it. All they did, they put this W. Okay, but normally it should be like a Citibank. But anyway, it goes like this. Citibank, short text. Few helpful links if necessary. Now you click on Citibank. That's my way. That's my normal way was for 92. I had normally two ways. One way is like on top like this, and second way is like that. So the name I normally put on this side, on the left kind of side. But certain things like ATM branch, I would put on the right side. So this would be my way, normal way for 92. And the people who came to Citibank, those designers most likely knew about my wife and my tax and stuff like this because I see it. That's how I had in 92. So this one is what the bank is offering. Because the bank is not a department store. It doesn't have shoes and stuff like that. So I kept like this. Credit cards, banking, checking, saving, whatever they have. You see CD, lower rates, lending, personal loans, car loans, any kind of loans. Uh, they do invest in so anything they offer, I had like this. Wealth management, well, that can be wealth management. Open an account. For opening an account, I had a form, and you would fill out the form, and it would give you. Okay, that is asking about zip code. So yeah, because it's a main website, you would put your zip code. Suppose 92707. Submit. Because somebody select account. Let's say checking and saving. You see apply now. But when you apply, it will give you like a form. In my case, I'm not sure what they have, but in my case, it will give you a form. You fill out the form, and later somebody from the bank would contact you. Those boxes you see like this comes like that. That was later because banking. When I was thinking about banking, I already had like that package like Amazon, like a mall, or like certain. I would say mall. Let's say mall. Um, with my different shops, and at the time of mall, I decided to go with this one, like this kind boxes. It's not really linking, but it gives you the box and then a link. So it would be like you see like a temporary box with links. So I came to this at the time of like package like similar to Amazon. So I used it for banking. So for banking I had like this. Okay. Now I said about branches. You have a link for branches. I had it on the right side too. Because you have branch ATM, you want to have quick information. This would be like a quick information for you to access. You don't need to go through all those big readings. This is another one I had like contact us. But if you want to contact your branch, you probably click on this, and then suppose you choose California. Well, they have own way, but in my case, it would have like Californian branch and then contact. Now, suppose I want to open checking account. Um, okay, now you have checking. It gives you information. So in my case, I had like certain product. This is like a another version. Like I had first is like a simple one, and then linking, and then you have like the whole information. Okay, this is the whole information. Now online banking, that was one of my options. Then this one I'm not sure. Checking fact. Yeah, this is just information about checking account. This was on the bottom like this. That's my normal way. I came to that kind of my look for my site. So on the bottom you have a lot of things. One of it contact us. The second one I had on top, because sometimes people read on the bottom instead of going on top. They just click here contact us. But I did have in two places. Now this is offer any helpful links, right? Now let's say I type like uh, I have like Bank of America, for instance. There are different banks, but pretty much the design wise, they all look similar. That's what I came to in '92. They all play around that, and the design team most likely knew my ex-wife and talked, because I can see a lot of mine. Because AOL didn't have that, and any internal networks like Oracle, IBM didn't have, and Barnes& and Noble didn't have, and AutoZone didn't have. A lot of them didn't have. I came to that as a part of my package, so I had certain look. That's how it is. Let's say Bank of America. Now, if you have Bank of America, and this, you see, sometimes it comes like a name, sometimes it comes like a name, but there is a name. In my case, I would have Bank of America, a link. They put extra this, but in my case, it would be just this and text. But if they want this, they can put this. But this design and this all that and system is not his. But I don't know. That's some kind of trick in it. I would really be skeptical about. He put this on my design with my design, and they call it web. That's not right. If I put like small thing in Ferrari, I do not call the whole thing Ferrari is mine. It's not Ferrari is not mine. It's there, right? So if this is his part WW, then call WW. But if this part is mine, that one is actually redirecting, and this is not mine. This one like certain design, the computer system is mine. You don't call web. So, but anyway, like in case of this is not web system, okay, and this is not web banking. This is my way of banking from '92. That's for people. Okay, now again, you have the same checking, saving, credit cards, home loans, auto loans, investing so far. They decided to put like specials here from what I see, which sometimes I did put specials on the front page. They put specials. Now another thing I had beside, okay, they put this one too. Another thing I had contact us, we see on the top. That was not about us. In '92, I came to idea about us because my system was for many people. It's not internal networks for one company, but I have a lot of packages, a lot of companies, and many times you don't know who they are. And it was a normal way for me, this page about us. So about us would tell everything, but no need those loans and everything, just about them. So about those people, history, asset history, locations and what they do, what kind of bank and stuff like this. So in this case, uh, for instance, they have personal, small business, wealth management. So that would be like different products and services they offer. That's the front page. Now let's say checking. You click on checking. Okay, explore checking solution. Now this would give you again the whole information about checking account. Okay, so anytime you have like that, that was my normal way. Anytime you have like this, you click, and it would give you um, saving. Okay, as you have certain things, but it will give you the whole information. Now at the same time, it will offer you to open. You say open now, it will give you a form, and you see go to application. That was my way, 92 way. Because my system is for people, it's not internal network. It's for anyone, at home, anywhere. So you go to application, and then you would fill out an application. And then after application, somebody should call you. Okay, now another thing I told you about um, another thing I told you about email. Messages. Okay, I told you about internal email. Okay, so for instance, this is my internal email. Like when you go to this Bank of America, right, and you have like messages. See under messages, this message would be stored uh, on Bank of America computers or servers. Now inside, when there are messages like that inside, I consider more secure. They are not exposed to any other companies, you know. And like if you click on messages, for instance, my way was like, let me see, go to message center. I had like a box. Let me see what they have. I think I've seen they had box too. It says messages, message center, message account. Okay, profile. I don't see here, but anyway, I've seen it somewhere. Basically, in my way of messages, like if you wanna send a message, you go to like contact us, okay, uh, and then it would give you like well, this one certain way, but it would give you like a certain window or box where you just type your message and click send, and it's within the company. I've seen some people are doing that, and then when you go to like your bank, when you log in, you have like in this case I have messages, right? That was my second way. Have no one read message. So alerts. Alerts. Okay. Now so in case of messages, basically you type message within or inside of this company, and that message it will stay there, and if they reply it will go back to that place. So I was thinking for banking is more secure, And not only for banking, I had it for shopping too. Shops can have that, and packages like Amazon, eBay can have that. It's just optional. I did have email, and I did have this kind, and I think this is good too. Like for banking, I think more secure actually. Now let's say I see um, Google. Um, Google. Suppose I go to like Japanese bank. Japanese, like say Mitsubishi Bank. Okay, this is one of the biggest ones. So now when I go there, okay, let me see. Uh, see what they have. They keep changing, but okay. The who that's about us. Basically, who we are, what we do, industry solution. That's about them. That was my normal way of introducing yourself because you have many users. So what they have like this contact, which is normally I put there on the right side. See, they have contact list. You put branches, another one branches, which is helpful. This is just helpful links. Now what else I had? This is my normal way. Like I said, I put many things on the bottom. It's just like extra. Okay, this is tab design. You see, this is tab design. For banks, I did have tab design many times, but I did say site too. So at some point, you use site. Let me see some other bank, like let's say Sanwa. I don't know if they're still doing that. Sanwa. I think they sold it. Here, Tokyo Mitsubishi. I think they sold, but anyway, let's say Tokyo Bank. I don't know if there is Tokyo Bank. There is one, Bank of Tokyo. There is Bank of Tokyo. But then Mitsubishi, they have a lot of Mitsubishi, that big one. Top banks in Japan. Let's see this one. Top Mitsubishi and then Sumitomo. Let's say Sumitomo. Let's say this one. Let's say this one. Okay, so you have this one, right? Again, this one I had to because my system is international. One of the links it says global. Branches is one thing, but global presence, I did have global presence. It would tell you locations. You see, like they put this is. I did say it could be a map, so this they put on a map like this. Um, Americas. So basically, this is just location. Now, if you wanna see about us, where do I see that? Maybe company profile. Well, it can be company profile. They put certain way, but basically my way is just put on this one global presence. If it's a big bank, it would give you global plus branches plus contact us, plus product services. What else I had? Sometimes it's easier for me to see because I see people implement it. Like let's say Chase Bank. Let me see Chase Bank. You see, like I said, when you see on the street, it's one thing, but when you start to think about site, okay, Chase went to see this how I had again product sources, whatever they offer you, they put there. You see, checking, saving, credit cards, auto loan, business, commercial. This is for you to log in if you wanna see your balance. That was my original, but uh, they made like you can use it. Now, if you click on that, for instance, checking, it would give you, um, you see in this way they compare, but it gives you like the whole information about certain products or services. Credit cards, home loans, the same. Now, if you go here, customer service, contact us, customer service, schedule meeting, which is this one can be good to schedule meeting. One of the pages I had about us, well, they put here about Chase. It's all the same. But honestly, like this, for me was new. Now people accept this is like nothing special, maybe. But believe me, at that time, 92, I only had internal networks. I did not have. And internal networks, they don't need to tell each other about all this, what they have. People go to the bank and they were getting like small, like those papers, like folding papers, and it would tell them about account. That's how I was getting information in the bank about bank account. It's like a small paper folded 2 or 3 times. And for me, actually, this was new. I put all what they had, and I put branches. I put like about us because I need to know locations. You see, they put a lot of things on the bottom. That was my way. Put kind of smaller print, a lot of things on the bottom. This is helpful because this one I could put on left side, which is one of the options. Put on left side, no need on the bottom. But when I had this tab design, and I thought to keep that screen certain from here to here, not like always like reading from here to here, and always this is kind of not widescreen. I did like idea of widescreen, so I came to a widescreen. But then beside this, I want a lot of things, and I thought where to put them, so I put them on the bottom like this. But in case of the site, you don't need that. You can just follow the site, I guess. That would be one of the options. You can have both, but if you have site, there is no really need a bottom. I would say the bottom you more need for like this tab design. Now, you see, this is the same. It's just product services. It's all it is. Because, like I said, you don't have jeans, you don't have this or that. So this one they have site design. Sometimes I did say you can use that too, but for me it was that one. That one sometimes comes. What else? Basically, this is just to show who they are and presence, what they have. And you have to check balance ATM locations. That's what I was talking about. And this is a business. Uh, they would tell about themselves what kind of business. That's all it is. Now, when you look at, say, Swiss Bank, uh, Swiss Bank, any Swiss Bank, let's see, the Swiss Bank, let's say, I like, uh, credit. This one like princess. So if you go this one, you see, there is no big difference. That's how I said. That's how it is. Accounts and cards, mortgages, investing, saving, becoming a client. I actually assumed that somebody was who knew my ex-wife and who found they had a designing team and they keep going. But if you really ask somebody to come to Innovation Center to talk about this as innovation, like because in 92, 91 actually didn't exist. Even 92 didn't exist. No people were logging in and having bank account. If you ask the history, how you came, most of those design people would not be able to answer. Somebody was telling them. I'm sure somebody was telling them, and most likely those people knew my ex-wife. Now what you have the same. You have the same contact support. Uh, well, this language, yeah, language for Europe. I had English as a second language because in Europe it's important to have own language and second is English. And then uh, this one, I'm not sure what is Sweden. Oh, choose location. Yeah, that's locations. That's normal. My way was branches, locations. Then about us. That's normal about us. Everything but not the product. Only about them, what they do, and history. That's what the history names. I don't know who. I don't know how my ex-wife turned around. Everything mine appeared, and the name is internet. That's I actually never did allow to use it, and they're not supposed to take that and go to different places like that. And I don't know what they were saying, but I'm telling you, if you ask him, their leaders, they got it from my ex-wife, because this is not internet. Internet did not have that. They came to that in '92, and okay, now you have these private clients. But again, it's all within product services what they offer. Instead of shoes and jeans and clothes and socks, you have this whatever band. Now they added careers, which is good. I did talk about maybe jobs or for job openings, career job openings. What else? This would be like a box design kind of box or not box kind of side. This would be linking kind of linking probably. This is linking. Linking. Yeah, it's kind of box. And it gives you. Okay. So I was actually talking about different things like you click and it gives you as a temporary. I had one of those variations as a temporary. I was interested in design with the temporary. So like this one would be temporary. Like he gives you temporary. You click this. This is kind of like in a computer, but it's not exactly like in computer. Like in this case, you access this picture in this page, right? You don't access the file, which is like small file, and you click on. Like in computer, you have this. You might have this, and you click, and it gives you like files, and you click on file, you open. This is somewhat different. You click on this, and it gives you this. And that would be connected to, like, say, to contact us, and it can be connected to even payments. It can be connected to finance, like in case of e-commerce, it can be connected to e-commerce. So my way is not only like giving some file, it's actually giving at the same time connection to the finance or e-commerce many times. And it gives you a way or form that you can submit to another user. So it kind of is in the file. I have another thing which allows people to either buy or contact. So I had like that kind of way. Now, when you look at suppose contact us, contact service supports, and I think they have it within. I did like for banks that within. I don't see it, but probably manage. I don't like when they have too many of those pages and you have contact and you know I just want to contact. Why do I have all this? Okay, consultation. Let's go. Private account. Okay, in this case, okay, that's what I was talking. So like because you are not logged in, if you are not logged in, you would have a title, last name, first name. This date of birth is optional, address is optional. But you would say address the location, like say the certain city. Now phone number, yes. Um, and then you would have all the email, whatever, right? Legal I don't need. But in my case, I would have like message. Type the message. You type the message. Where do they type the message? But suppose in my case, all of those date of birth maybe not needed for now, and address was optional. Location, yes, say like certain city. I have certain city, so say Orange, California, and then you type message and submit. Okay, so now in this case, I would think it's more secure, but um, because I'm not logged in, it would go back to my email. So, but if I'm inside of my site and I do the same box, like you're right, and it would go to my box, I think it's more secure. For banking, I do like it better. Now, what else can I say? Well, asset management. Now, I do consider some like normal banking, some business banking. So for business banking, I would probably either have a separate side, business banking, or somehow separate, because business is business and personal is personal. And then I see like some have construction banks or some kind of certain commercial use. Um, they would be probably pretty much close, but they probably would not have those. I would think they would have like transactions, but again, transactions are optional. Like if you have construction bank, the amount can be so big. Maybe many don't like transactions, but I did like to see the balance. So I still went to there. I like to see the balance. Now let's take a look at any other bank like I know. Suppose okay, we know Bank of America. Suppose there is a French bank, big bank. Let's say French bank, French bank, Bank of French, uh, France, biggest. Okay, let's see the bank. Credit, yeah, okay, this one. Credit Agricole, BNP Paribas. So let's take a look at this one, suppose. Okay, paste. French bank, Credit Agricole. Okay, let me see. Okay, create a record. Our group. Okay, this about them. You see, it's normal about them. Suppose customer. Suppose I'm a customer. Oh, this is French. Okay, now what do you have? What do you have? Account. The same thing. A little bit change here, design here and there. The same thing. Accounts and cards. Save, borrow. So this is for borrowing. So basically services and whatever they offer, product services, and then you have this opening account. Opening account. You want to put contact and advisor. Find my region. See, basically you go through and oh man, this is like it's French. But suppose you want to open an account and yeah, it gives you location, it gives you a branch you want to open with, and then you how to say you contact them or fill out the form and they contact you. So like you see, my design thinking in my um, site design is not really what I like in terms of uh, design so much, but for me it's important what they will have. You I can make this picture here, I can make picture there, I can make this like that, I can make this like that, left, right, change color, everything. But for me important what it will have. So what I have, product services. So I put here product services. I had contacts, I have location. That's all it is. And then login. If you want to see balance, login. I did say about creating an account and password, two things. And on the bottom, put links, helpful links. So from what I had from 92, basically, for me that was good enough. For me, all that was okay. BNP Paribas. For me, that was good enough. You see, the thing is, if you look at design thinking, for instance, design thinking. Well, my class was saying, okay, let me see images. So if you have this one, suppose this one, okay, understand, define, edit, prototype, test, template. So if I'm defining, okay, so first of all, I'm emphasizing, okay, what else do I need? The way I emphasize, what else do I need? Okay, well, this is stand for disco. Emphasize, okay, personal, you see, challenges, decisions, okay, that's for that. That's an interview, seek to understand. Uh, okay, now suppose I have this, right? Seek to understand. Okay, I'm seeking to understand something. So for instance, I want bank. At night too, I didn't have anything for me, for my system. So I'm looking for something, right? I'm trying to understand what my banking could be, okay? And then I make certain decisions, okay? And I was thinking, and then I think, okay, I like actually product services, just like jeans and all that. I like that because that's all they offer. So I'm gonna put what they offer. and then ideate, and then ideate. Because it's a financial business, it's not really like items. Certain things I need to make just for them. It's not really exactly always gonna be like for items. It's gonna be for financial business. Um, this one emphasize. Like this one, you see, understand. This one ideate will be number 4, not 3. So make sense of and learn about the problem. Investigate what related work has been done before. Determine if the initially identified problem is really a problem. Gain deep understanding. Okay, now make sense of and learn about the problem. In my case, the problem is I don't have anything. See, I came to e-commerce, I came to this, but I don't have bank. What's the problem? The problem is I don't have any bank. Now, investigate what related work has been done before. I didn't see any work done before. I didn't see AOL had any work done for online banking. I've never seen AOL 91 had bank online. I did not see. I did not see any design. And those like AutoZone they didn't have, and those like Barnes Noble didn't have, and those like Oracle or IBM internal networks they didn't have design. That why they need design for who? So so in my case I had this problem. I suppose it's a problem, and I'm investigating that problem, right? A bank. When I go outside, I can see the bank, the building, but on the side, how it's gonna look like. And then I emphasize, and and I count like users' experience and my experience. I put myself in user shoes, so I am the number one user, and I am gaining understanding of a user experience. Okay, uh, I'm trying to understand what it's gonna be and how it's gonna look like, what it will have. Then analyze collected data and identify a user's need to address with a design solution. That analyze collected data and identify. I did not do analyze collected data. I did not collect any data. First of all, there is no system to explore and log in. And for me, I cannot even talk about analyzing any data because there is no data, there is not even system. It's only for me as a project. So, and I was going more and more to different packages, and one of the package was banking. So I did not collect any data. I did ask my wife, "What do you think?" But uh, for me, for myself, I was just thinking what is good. I was defining a lot, maybe in some other way. Let's see what other people do. Uh, let's say Stanford again. Where was Stanford? Stanford define. So different decisions. It's a decision challenges. Okay, suppose I had decisions, different challenges. Because for me, bank at that time was a blank piece of paper, pretty much, and I'm deciding what to put, what to make for the bank. I did decide for the shop, and but now I'm deciding for the bank. So for the bank, I decided to put whatever they have. But at some point, as I remember, I had to turn certain way because certain things they don't do. Like for instance, um, when you buy shopping, you have different shoe size or different, colors and all that. They don't have that, but they might have rates or this or that. So then you would probably check that one. So there are differences. It's not exactly the same, it's not really products, but at a certain point, like you buy, but at the bank side, you don't really buy anything. Normally, you would not buy, but you would check for like certain balance. So there are differences. It's not exactly like just changing jeans and t-shirts to like saving account and whatever product services. It was like more than that because I was thinking longer and longer. So it's not really e-commerce. You don't really buy from the bank anything, but you would check and you see because they have all kinds of approval, disapproval. You would work with that. So the business and the process is somewhat different than buying from the store. When there is offer, then it would be like kind of similar to the store, but instead of items, they have product services, like opening an account. But when you deal with the store and with the bank, it's a different kind of experience, and I realized for myself the certain decisions here when you define they are not the same as a store. So, and when you ideate it to share ideas. Okay, this one say about um, all kind of ideas, large quantity of possibilities. Yeah, this one, large quantity of possibilities. I was just thinking more and more. I didn't want to make like very simple. I just want to make something complete, but fundamentally complete. I can still add a little bit here and there, but for me, I was doing to the point fundamentally I have a complete picture about my bank. So if I have design team and I need to think about designing, I have something to work with, I have something ready. It's like a general idea about online banking. And from what I see today, they still use it, many times they still use it. That's my 92 thinking about the bank. Believe me, that's not the design of internal network. And whoever knows internal networks, they never had any designs really. They have information or like kind of database, but they don't really care about designs. All the design is for the public to explore from home or during free time or maybe at work, but mostly during your free time. You're not supposed to do things during your work unless it's like somehow work related and you need to do that, but otherwise you're not supposed to be exploring. You need to work. So this one cheat sheet notice. This one he put notice first. Notice, emphasize, define it. You can use notice to, uh, like in my case, I notice I only have, say, e-commerce shops and I have search, but I noticed I don't have bank. But somebody need to want to see a bank, so I noticed kind of for myself they would like to see a bank or a credit union, and they want to see product services, rates, or whatever they have. I noticed. Then I emphasize, define, idea. I go up to here. Sometimes you just come to a good idea, you just develop that idea, and you will end over here. So, if I look more into ideas, what else they say? Brainstorm, potential solution. For banking, you can brainstorm potential solution, but many times you would need to just look what they offer. That's what I found for myself, what they offer. And I would say helpful. Be it for you helpful or be it for the bank helpful, it's just helpful. Like I came contact you, I came to branches. It's all helpful. You know, those locations. You come to like applications and all that. It's all helpful. You know. What else? Let me see. Let's say. Um, let's say. I think it's called Spanish Bank. Spanish Bank. Banco de Hispana. Okay. I think this one bigger. So, you see the same thing. But you see, I actually did say about pictures too. Put kind of big pictures. Sometimes here and there, good pictures. Okay, now about us. You see, about us. Just tell about themselves. Now, our approach. Present, okay. Now, what if you look at it's about us. It's all about us. You see, they expanded about us. It's good. That's I was talking about us. I think it's good if people know about you because it's for many users. You have millions of people, you know. So and then you have this some useful links, and you have all this kind of private banking, all this. Contact us. They don't have it, but in my case, I did like for bank like a box and cents. This is okay too, but uh, I kind of on the side of for banks, just all email go to the bank. Okay, so in this